Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Andrews and Eastern. I don't remember where we left off last time, other than the passenger trains were done. So we are currently getting those cleaned up, I guess. So first thing we're going to do, 48, I want to get this on the front of the train. So we're going to start by getting that figured out. I hope everyone's having a good weekend, or a good week. I'm a little late today because I just got back from a happy hour at work. Our boss took us over to a local beer hall and we had drinks and appetizers and all that. And I don't get to talk to my coworkers a lot. A lot of them are remote, so it's kind of nice. Still experimenting a bit with the music volume. Someone was commenting on one of the other videos, said it was a bit loud, so I think I got it turned down. But we'll get the passenger trains turned, and then we will start working on the freight trains, because they are also still doing stuff. And we of course have one at each end. This one's at Andrews, the other one is at Whittier. Let's go check on the other one real quick. Oh, you didn't go far enough. I thought I gave you enough distance. But I also think that if I tell you to go to the tower, you go the correct way. Will you go the correct way? Yeah, you will go the correct way. Okay. Let's go back to you. And we do still have like 3 or 4 trains that we have to deal with switching. But since these ones are going to be the ones blocking the line, I kind of want to get them dealt with first. Even though their schedules don't leave for like another 45 minutes. Double check. Well, the switcher here is done, but we still have train at Topton, which will need to come down. Let's go take a look at that real quick. For now, I'm just going to clear it to Roto, because I don't think it's going to get much further than that. Where is those? There's those. And we'll save the other 3 cars for the next train. But you can go to Roto. And 34 is doing stuff at the coal mine. And 55 is currently blocking the main at, somewhere. At Hewitt. So, yeah, lots going on. And if you're wondering why I have the cabooses on here in the first place, they count as observation cars, so I get the bonus. You're going to need coal. Pretty sure 43 is also going to need coal. 55 is going to be a pain to switch. We're going to deal with that all in one. Yeah, we're just going to bounce back and forth between a few trains here. But once the passenger trains are ready to go, we'll be good. Oh, we also need to put them on the next schedule. Manual. So you are going to now be 3 pass, departing Andrews in a little over an hour. A little too fast there. Good thing no one's on board. We want... So I think this one we can do copy from timetable. Yeah. And then if we go to the other train... I think you've actually got enough coal to make it. You might have to stop at Nantahala, but for now we'll get you up to the depot. And we'll have to watch this train at Nantahala. And I think if I tell you road, it will wait. It might reposition itself, but otherwise, yeah, timetable depart Whittier at 9:10. And then once you are called up, we'll tell you to take up the Andrews Depot and do the same. Yeah, it'll check bearings when it gets there. And we'll probably also do a time skip. Not a full hour, but enough to get us close. 9:10 is when the first train leaves out of Whittier. Yep, okay, and you're all good. So let's go to 34 and we'll get it set up. So first we're going to need to shove these cars down to the Y at Alarka. That gets them out of the way. And then we'll go look at, what's our other one? 55. So which ones are you picking up? Most of them. And none of them have air in it. This ought to be interesting. It's going to take a few moves. We got a lot of cars to pick up and drop off. And, oh yeah, that's right, we got... 30 is also going to be doing stuff. 30 is going to be shoving up to the lumberyard. .30, of course, is taking our other train. We don't want that rolling away. Let's do our time skip. We're gonna make this difficult. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So, first train is gonna leave Whittier in about 3 minutes. Means this thing is probably just gonna have to get out of the way at some point. You know what? 12, I bet you can make it back to the sawmill. Your train doesn't leave for like another 15 minutes. It shouldn't take you 15 minutes to get back here. And of course, at some point, we also have to deal with the Whittier switcher. We're going to do this manually for a bit. And just not worry about anything. Be sure to drink water, folks. It might be warm where you are. And of course, you like Jesus, because Jesus saves. That was a bit aggressive. We do want to start kicking cars. Start with those 3. So I want to make sure these get stopped properly too. That might have been kicked a little too aggressively. We're not going to kick that one. This one will do normally. Go back to the waypoints. And just ignore that one, it's at the front of the train. And now 34 is ready. So 34 can go back to its train. And its train is a mix of stuff for Whittier and for Bryson. Oh, and Hila. Honestly, I think this time we'll just let the Bryson switcher take care of switching out Appalachian. And 30 is ready. we need to get 30 switched out. Back to 55, and just to make sure, yeah, 43 is on its way. Hope this is all gonna fit where I think it is. But for now, you need to come up to about there. And then we have to switch all these cars. That's a lot of cars to switch. I hope we have enough space. We might end up blocking the main line for a bit. Which, again, I'm not too worried about, because nothing should be coming for a while. And 10's still loading its pulpwood cars. We'll want to check on that pretty soon. And we're just going to tell you to run to Bryson. Make sure I'm not missing any chats. Yep, all good. Run to Bryson. Don't hit the passenger train. Okay, you're gonna clear, but not by much. So now what we'll do... Come up... Now you come around. Now the hard part is, we're gonna be dragging like 4 other loaded cars with us when we do these switches. That is less than ideal. It's doable, but it is less than ideal. But there's also not really anything we can do about it. And, oh, if I go to the scrapyard, looks like some of our stuff got scrapped. Yeah, these 2 box cars are gone. That's good. We've got space to shove more stuff in there. Like that. Where is our switcher? I guess I can have you go over and start working on that. And you know what? Let's go over to 10. Those are nowhere close to being done. We're not going to worry about those. I want 10 to head back to Whittier. I need to figure out what we're doing here. So that's all. Okay, so that was all for the sawmill. So first, you need to move these out of the way. Because then we have to collect all of this. We're gonna have to take it back to Bryson. It is just too badly damaged to do anything with. The shop's at... There is a shop at Whittier. The shop at Whittier says we can't handle this. We're sending it to Bryson. So we're sending it to Bryson. Hello, Celestial Caboose. Good to see you. We're just going to leave that car there. And we'll kick everything against it. Yeah, 607 tons. This train is not getting up red marble in one piece. Is Whittier? Yes, we have actually reached Whittier. I do need to update that. Thank you. Where text? And of course, we are still saving up money to get a Santa Fe. And honestly, I think we might also, just to make my life easier, we're going to order signals. We're not going to go the full CTC route, but we are going to get signals. We'll just keep them in, like, basic ABS mode. A Nord skin for the S282. Huh, interesting. No, we're going to leave 11 where it is for a bit. 11 can figure itself out. I want to get 55 finished up first. A Nord Santa Fe. So a 210-2. That could be interesting. It's been a while. Well, I guess we got the custom car loader mod. Or the wheel arrangements mod. I think that still works. I've never actually used it. As of late, the only mod I've used for Derail Valley has been the multiplayer mod. Oh, you mean like making a new... Were you talking about making a new Santa Fe for the game? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Oh, and you were talking about drawing. You were talking about S282, so I assumed we were still in Derail Valley. Okay. Now I follow you. Man, it's a lot harder to switch this one. I think, is this one tier 5? I can't remember now. Yeah, I brought this up to tier 5, so we've got a lot of cars to deal with. Fortunately, we don't have to deal with any passenger trains at the moment, because one's on the other side of the railroad, and one hasn't left yet. Nah, it's okay, Celestial. That was my fault. And you're right, words are hard. Which reminds me, we still need to get a Santa Fe for this map, but we are a long way from being able to afford that. Especially since I just spent, like, how much money on signals? 8,000, 8 grand? No, you're going the wrong way there, sir. Sir, I need you to go... Sir, that way. The other forwards. Oh, look, a YOLO car. And a Spiz car. And an ES&DT car that's somehow still in one piece. We're gonna have to do something about that. Okay, second passenger train has now departed. Just to make sure... Where's our log train? Our log train hasn't left yet. Who did I tell to go to? Did I not? What? Did I tell someone else to go there? No? I guess 12 just never left. Or maybe 12 was waiting for the passenger train. How do I know? Well, for now, let's get you put back together and sent over to Nanta. We'll shove you in the siding for a bit. Well, we'll let you take water and then we'll shove you in the siding for a bit. I guess 12 just never received its orders. Weird. Okay, so that's where you got the idiot with the Nord Santa Fe. It's not... Well, it's not the most powerful engine in the game anymore since I've got the D85, the 410, the Gorian defeated. But I've already got one of those. I don't want one. That's boring. This game's like Pokemon. You gotta catch them all, you know? I should add, I never really did much with Pokemon as a kid, so that's kind of a weird thing to say. Alright, now let's get 30 sorted. And again, one of these cars, unless I did it already, had a hot box. Maybe I already grabbed that car. Oh, it would be nice if I already grabbed that car, or maybe if the game just forgot it had a hot box. Normal locomotive numbers with an and in the number of drive axles. Oh, a period, and the number of drive axles. So, 3 drive axles. Just thinking, yeah. Don't mind me, that was a perfectly normal sound to make. Didn't realize how little space I had here. Pop that. Waypoint you over now. And then we'll just watch these cars roll in. Yeah, we'll get you in a second. I think we've got enough loads here, especially with the cars we're grabbing, that we will need the other engines up. Oh, and we gotta shove this on the back too. Forgot about that. 34's in the yard. That is excellent. Don't know what to have you do next. I guess the invisible engine can just go back over... Go over here and service up? And in the meantime, you shove your stuff over here. You got about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes to get over there before the passenger train leaves. Oh. Oops. I forgot about that. So my passenger train's probably going to be a bit empty. Yeah. Oops. Oh, well, those ones are full at least. Oops. Yeah. Timetables. I'm still figuring them out. How are you doing? So you need to shove that a bit more. And then we need to shove them onto this track once it's clear. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I see the numbering scheme there. 55. I need to make sure 55 is taking a drink. It is not taking a drink because I forgot which way it's facing. I don't think it'll need coal. Just water. And I also have to remember that when it comes to the MU, it only works if they're right next to each other. I think this can get up the hill unassisted, or in one go, though, with both engines. We can at least get up to Topton. Although, I do need to, like... I guess since you're here, let's put you back there, and then we can grab the other car. You're gonna be drinking for a bit. So we'll just have you go grab everything. And everyone else is going where they need to go. That's great. I love it. Time to pick up some stuff. Bonk. Passenger train is now departing on time. That tank engine is roast. Oh, well, if you can shove through that, just shove through that. Now you've got all that, so put that over here. And we can run around it. And then it needs to head back to Bryson, and then it'll take another train back in the afternoon. Oh, and also, I'm going to set up the next interchange. I think I mentioned this in the last stream. The other railroad doesn't want to interchange here. I guess they had some other big wipeout or wreck or something between here and Silva, and they just don't feel like fixing it, and I'm not going to try and go that far. Which means everything has to go over red marble. Do you know how much pain that's going to be? Alright, well, you should be good, so... yourself, I think that'll give you enough space. 12. Alright, let's see if we can get 12 going where it's supposed to go. Because they need pulpwood. They need it like an hour ago. Okay, so you're gonna have to do this in 2 parts. So that's what the issue was. So let's bring it to here and then we can break it up. Gonna shove all this stuff in. Who cares if it breaks? It's already gonna get crashed. Go. 11, you can go find somewhere else. I guess for now, put yourself... I'll go grab that car. Now what? I guess now 10 needs to go put the log cars in. Because the mill cannot process if it does not have log cars. And I'm going so fast the game can't even texture. I'll give it a chance to catch up. Alright, speed purposes, we're just gonna stick this on the back. And then everyone heads up the hill. And yeah, you're clear. Sean Allison, hello. We're currently trying to manage an entire railroad from Andrews to Whittier by ourselves. And it is actually going pretty well. Let's see. Good one. Okay, you know what? I don't think this train can make it to Topton in time to clear the other train, so it's just gonna sit and wait until it gets to Nantahala. But that's okay, because it means we can take some time to look at the other trains. Like, you know, getting this thing... Are you not taking on coal? Why are you not pulled up? Is your hitbox, like, just wrong or something? I guess so. Hitboxes, man. Alright, so let's take another look at what's going on here. So that car needs to go there. That car is going on to Ella. Or Ela. These cars are staying. And those ones are going on, and that one's going up to Walker. So once this engine is turned, we'll get ready to take stuff back. Oh, and how's this engine doing? Yeah, it's getting there. It'll be nice to have another road engine. I guess we'll build the outbound on this track? Oh, so something else to mention. This weekend I was at a model train show in Ilwaco. If you don't know where that is, it's on the Washington coast just north of Astoria, Oregon. They have a festival to celebrate the narrow gauge railway that once ran there, the Ilwaco Railway Navigation. My club was there. I took a whole bunch of video. There will be a video out once I'm done with it. I think, and I've got like the first 6 clips assembled, and that's about it. There's going to be a lot more beyond it, but I'm going to try and put some music to it this time. We'll see how that goes. And, oh look, another hopper. And oh look, more cars from Walker. So as you can see, there will in fact be quite a bit to do. Alright, so you come here, and then you're gonna have to start making your way back. Yeah, stick your speed limit. Now, Sawmill only takes 8 cars a day, and I think I just dropped off 10. So it should be good on logs for a while. I think next step we'll do something with we'll put these over on another track and shove those together. And then maybe this takes these cars up and swaps Walker, while another engine takes these out. Because we also need to grab that. Made sure that the store I went to wouldn't just sell stuff. Okay. I guess it's always good to make sure it's a store worth going to. There's 12. You're done. Shove you back on the table and get you spun. Oh! Well, that's a twist. Okay, and now I need a... Whoop! Alright, and now do the 180. I just realized I could have done this without the 180. But it's a bit late for that. Alright. So... 11... takes that car. Puts it here. Alright, so this is all the broken stuff, and it also needs to come back to Bryson. So, we will tell him to go to Bryson. And for now, I'm going to put you on this track. We are going to fix all those cars, by the way. Okay, passenger train is at Topton, so I'm glad I held the freight. So yeah, we'll set these cars over one track, and then we can do something with these cars. Or maybe we'll set these over a track and... No. These set over, because we're going to want these on the front of the train, going to Andrews, or not Andrews, Whittier. So we'll set them over here where they can be easily plucked. Oh, trench coats. 34, why are you going that way? You don't want to go that way. "34 was trying to take the long way around, apparently. I do need to get a trench coat. I had a green one at one point in high school, and then I got rid of it because I wasn't that interested in it. And I also managed to splash some paint on it. Alright, next I'm going to have you do the Walker run. I think you can figure out how to get over there now. And, we're going to actually jump over to 12 real quick. We'll split your train arbitrarily. If it's going to take 2 moves, I don't really care how many cuts each move is. Are there any other cars? Okay, nothing at the freight house. That's good. Okay, you're gonna go the long way around. Do I have a speed limit on you? No, not really. You know, I used to think Bryson Yard was too big for its purposes, but even now, feels like it is actually serving its purpose pretty well. And we need to make sure that car gets out. And of course, we're going to be picking up a bunch of stuff on the way too. Yeah. Now go grab your other cars. So, this one's facing the right way, that one's facing the right way. These two we will need to run around. You went really far. Well, got the first cut in. Let's go back. Get the second one. And then 12 can sit for a bit while we figure out what we're doing with everything else. Okay, so 12, so 11 is ready. Probably about to get hooked up again because 34 is coming in hot. We will send you to there. And you can do it with no breaks. Die like men, will ya? Alright, so repair track car goes on the repair track. And we'll put it here for now. And then those can be quickly popped onto those, and that train can get out when it wants. But I have to remember, there is a Y here. And if we look at our scrap line progress, it's getting there. We do make a lot of money off of scrap, in case you didn't know. Check our passenger trains. Alright, you just went past Brooks. You are halfway down. And 12 is waiting. 12, you take the other half of your train and go get it unloaded. Okay, so we'll take those, then we'll shove these back onto here, and we'll just run around them. And, okay, scrap car is almost loaded. Doesn't say how much scrap is waiting, but I know how much repair parts there are. You don't even need to bin stuff. In fact, I think you might get more scrap if you don't. Just shove it in there. In my case, so I've been buying stuff to scrap. Haha, there you go. Crash at Crush, and if either engine's still alive afterwards, it drags the other to the scrapyard. And that's the ES&D way. Even though we're not the ES&D, that's their way. Wouldn't that be a fun event? Back in the old days when people were assigned engines? Demolition Derby. Challenge between two men. If your engine is... Whichever engine loses gets scrapped and the crew gets fired. That sounds like incentive. don't remember which road is FXC. That sounds like something Mexican. Or BLRC for that matter. If someone happens to know their boarding marks, can anyone tell me what FXC is? Alright, 12 is done. I'm gonna tell you to go bang into those, I guess. Because you're probably gonna need to go drag them out. Let's see, all the coal cars are empty. That one's empty. Yeah. Are you at Nantahala yet? Okay, so we're gonna tell 30 to head up to Topton. And then we will tell 55 to just shove with all its might at the same time. I'm not sure I ever watched those, but I can imagine it. We're just gonna do this. You don't like that, do you? If I say cut out an MU, well, you don't want an MU. Okay. No. Come on, man. I don't know what's going on here, folks. I just need to manually have. What is with you? Oh, well, you're cut out. That explains a lot. I think I just need to manually have this thing shoving its heart out. I found out last time that remote MU does not work. So we're going to try this method instead. And I hope you have enough water to make it up the hill. Speaking of getting up the hill, you're good. There we go. Oh, and now we need to be on our toes because the two trains will probably reach Wesser at similar times. At least this time there isn't a hidden second section following one of them, which I forgot about last time. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, go watch the last video. After this one, please. Watch this one, and then afterwards you can go watch the last one. Alright, and now, who Bryson is over here. Don't know how I found it. Which way? Okay, you're gonna go that way. And actually, if I look... Okay, so there's 10. So 10's coming up soon. I'm not sure if 34 is gonna need help or two. It might. Oh, you got a lot of time at Almond. Let me double check those timetables. Yeah, they're both supposed to reach Wesser at 10:11. Okay. I guess they both just have a lot of time between Alarka and Almond. Maybe one of them's faster than the other. No, soundtrack. The other engine is stacking logs. This one's just shoving wood around. So we got... Okay, we do have a pickup there, and we got one each there. Where's... Oh. How did that happen? We better fix that. We're gonna push you into there. We'll grab that. We'll push them out. Then we'll do our other drops. And away it goes. $30 and $55 are making good time. What's the last one? Okay. What? we will do this manually until there's a reason to switch to another train. How does that sound? Oh, we're gonna end up with alternating cars. It's not really what I meant to do, but oh well. Sometimes that's just the way it happens. Actually, update the service on any of these? Nope. Well, actually, yeah. So you'll go up to tier 3. And you'll go up to tier 3. And that'll put those at the minimum. Can I actually do the other ones too? Nope. Because these two we were able to serve before Bryson proper. That's right. And now it's time for more kicking! Probably be facing the other way for this. Okay, you're on the right spot. Now we need to go grab an empty tank car over here. And 11 has gotten somewhere. There's 11. Excellent. 11 is there. Don't see the other train yet, so I'm going to tell you to go over here. Okay, the other train's still way out there, so I think we got some time. Speaking of which, we're going to need to watch this now on the map. Our passenger trains are fast approaching each other's positions. Now, 55 can make it back down the hill before 43 shows up, but I don't think it's going to make it up the hill with another load. And I think it's going to take 2 cuts for it to get up the hill. Yeah, 11 ought to be fine, but it's probably also gonna have to... I don't know, because, yeah, 10's coming this way. Flip that. And flip that. Oh, but now they're probably gonna... Oh, are they gonna stop or not? I don't think they are. I wasn't sure because they're scheduled at Wesser, but they're not like... There's nothing to stop for, so... So now you need to come up and put that car there. And then we'll put the other car back. Alright, and now 55... Hard stop. $55, go back to your train. And we will judge from there. And oh yeah, I guess 30 can keep going. For now, I'm gonna clear you into the yard at Andrews. And we'll figure it out from there. Seems simple enough. And 11 can grab this car and put it over here. And here comes our train of broken things. We're not going to have a huge load. Well, I say we're not going to have a huge load going back, but we do have all those coal cars to pick up at Alarka Junction. So 34 will have quite a bit of cars. And, of course, it also has to, you know, go up Red Marble. So it doesn't take a lot of cars. We suddenly have a lot of cars. Alright, let's do some, I guess the phrase I'm looking for is audience engagement. Put a thumbs up in the chat if you like Mythbusters, if you've watched Mythbusters. If you liked Mythbusters, then you should know that they have started posting complete episodes to YouTube. And you should go watch those. After this stream, of course. If you've never watched Mythbusters, they've got full episodes on YouTube. After this stream, you should go watch some. They're pretty awesome. Got about another hour before the passenger trains are due at their destinations, it looks like. Don't know if we'll be streaming that long. I might cut it off before then. No, actually, 10, you can... We'll just have 10 hang on for a second. Everyone else is kind of moving around it. And of course, we still need to finish switching out paperboard, but we got some time because the interchange isn't until noon. And even if we miss that, there's another one in the afternoon. Those cars don't need to be out until tomorrow morning interchange. Now, I would like to have this freight train depart right around the time that the other passenger train for Whittier is departing, because that way it'll have the most clear track in order to get to Nantahala before the next round of passenger trains hits. So we kind of got to get this thing assembled. But fortunately, we're just about done. Okay, now you need to come... I guess we'll start by setting out the maintenance car here, and then we'll deal with it later. How are we doing on repair parts, actually? Just about empty. Now these guys are almost done switching. Uh-oh. Celestial, what were you saying about non-celestials in the chat? Now with the Agent of Chaos. Fortunately, I do not have memberships, so ZBK cannot pay to cause chaos. Once that shoves in, we'll move this one in, and then we'll flip the engine to the other side. Where are we at in the playlist? I think we're almost to the end. Yeah, we got like 2 songs up before the playlist restarts. Almonds. No, they're actually going pretty well today. It's very hectic. I know a couple streams ago I had 2 trains hit the dirt, but this time it's going... No, don't go that way. Don't go that way. But this time it's going pretty well. We have made it all the way to Whittier, so we've achieved that goal. We've paid off all our debt, so we've achieved that goal. Although it still says we have an interest payment. I have no clue what that's all about. We're still getting stuff repaired, like this. I think one of them was the AI doing a dumb, and I think that the other one was me doing a dumb. Oh, no, that. Yeah, yeah. I think one of the crashes last time was the result of AI being dumb, though. No, wait. No, no, no. That was me being a dumb with the AI. Mutual dumbness, you see. I think what happened is it didn't like that there was another train on the track, so it tried to go around. Actually, no, wait. Now, because we'll put that engine in the shop. And that way it can get fixed. We'll have the switcher do that, and I think the switcher and that will both fit on the table. Why are you bleeding air? I don't know. I guess part of the binning is your air line is just permanently broken. I don't know. Now what we need to do is repair destination, Bryson, overhaul. Yeah, it's this engine. It's because it's broken. Pay it no mind. Okay, 34 is where it wants to be. So we'll get this train aired up. Then I'm just gonna send you up the way. Actually, no. We'll turn you the normal way. Yep. This thing was wrecked on the log dump track at Whittier. And it's probably going to go back and continue to be the Whittier switcher, or the Whittier sawmill switcher. Okay, Nantahala. It's good. It's probably going to wait a bit. I don't think you can get 981 tons up, so we're going to divide the train. That's a hard one. Where do we divide the train? I think we'll divide the train here. And then I'll just see if you can get up to Nantahala after that, following behind this train. But that's going to be another 4 minutes. Well, we're already paying the repair crews, plus we have to pay these guys. Yeah. Lots of money to go around. You there, and then once he's out of the way, we'll put you here. Maybe we could do this in stages, it'll play nice. Okay. You're in the clear now. And you're waiting until the passenger train gets here. And once the passenger train gets here, you can go. Right now, the other passenger train is McLean. Like, maybe... I guess I could take it to Hemingway. Nah, we'll wait. Just in case something else pops up. Because knowing this railroad, there's always a chance something else is going to pop up in the time it takes the passenger train to get here. And we'll want to haul it back too. So we'll give 10 a quick break, and then it's going to take this train out the other way. Again, after the passenger train comes through. And of course, here's our big long scrap line of stuff. How many parts do we need at the moment? A lot! I think more than we've got. And of course, we still have the other engine in here that's getting fixed. Fortunately, after that, I think we'll be fine, because that's pretty much it for damaged equipment. Unless, you know, we spectacularly bin something, which I'd rather not do. .30's at the yard, so we can wait for it. And 43's departing, so we need to get 55 up the hill. I'm getting emails left and right. Just got the new lecture schedule for the next 4 months, so I need to figure out which ones I'm reading at. Alright, let's see. If I tell you to go to Topton, will you go to Topton, or will you try and go to the other end of the railroad? Don't laugh, it's been known to happen. Looks like you'll go the right way. You might need coal when you come back down. Let's go take a look at 30. And I got some interesting news from the Yardmaster. This is a caboose we salvaged. It doesn't carry any people. It's just a caboose. We were going to sell it. The train crew is revolting. They refuse to let us sell it. So apparently, we are keeping this caboose. So what we're going to need to do is set it out over here for a second. So we're going to leave this car here. Set the caboose out. Deal with it later. And these cars are still doing their thing. I guess what we can do is... We'll move these cars over here so we can do something with them. Why'd you go that way? Okay, fine. We'll put you there and then just run full speed up the hill. There's the AI again. Artificial insanity. Oh. Her handbrake wasn't set. And it needed to be set. Well, on the upside, it's going to be a lot easier to retrieve it now. And we just need to keep an eye on 55 again. So yeah, I guess the short turn gets a caboose now. Just wait, the long turn's going to want one too pretty quick. It is admittedly a nice caboose. There we go. That's what I want. And you're waiting for the table, and you need the table, so we'll get you sorted out first. That's true. That's true. That was a little too far. Alright, I think the game is starting to slow down, so we'll do a quick save. And we'll get you put on your train. You go there. You go get some more cars. I'm gonna just do a quick map check. Here's where everyone else is at. 55 is struggling, but it's making it. 43 is blasting up the hill. 48's almost to a Larka. We're gonna put you on the table. Well, we can't put you on the table, but I can put you just short. Or just past it and then roll you back. So we got our next two freights ready to go out. Our switching is complete. Got some switching over here still to do, though. Oh, you're almost out of water. I'm definitely gonna need to stop at the tank. No, just for kicks, let's look at the used market. Is there a Santa Fe in here? It doesn't appear there's a Santa Fe. There's an H9. There's a Burke. The Burke's pretty bad, though. I can't remember. How much is the H9? Yeah, 68. Not great, not terrible. I think that one's the frame rate hog, though. I don't think I want to deal with that right now. And all sorts of other trains are right where they want to be. Yep, really chugging, though. And then we take this guy over there. Oh! Oops. Forgot about that. Two of these cars are not where they need to be. We'll just go take care of that, shall we? The annoying part is it would have been a lot easier to drop them off beforehand. Alright, go find 11. I think we can still turn the table the way 11's set. Just find out. Yep, that meme. Exactly. Exactly what you said, ZBK. Put this in. Go. And then we pull it back out. Come back here, and you can just roll to where you need to go. Should be getting some more coal tomorrow, which is good, because I think we're going to start running out of coal in these towers pretty soon. Turns out we go through it astonishingly quickly. Okay, I just saw that you're at Topton, so what I want to do now is throw the switch behind you. And then drop a fusee, maybe like down here. And that way the next train doesn't overshoot. Speaking of which, let's get it taken care of. And I need to think of what songs I'm going to use in the Obako video. I like the first one I use on the streams, the one called Back in the Saddle. So probably that one. And then maybe Hopping Trains. There's a couple others I like. I'll have to figure out which ones they're called. Yeah, we are starting to hit the lulls, so that is good. And now we grab that. Grab these. And then they will wait. They'll wait until 30 is done doing its thing. Because 30 will be taking anything that's going back as far or beyond Nantahala Hewitt. So 30's gonna drop off the pulpit cars, get itself turned and fueled, grab the caboose, and wait for the interchange, I guess. Next trains, passenger trains leave at a little past 1. So there should be plenty of time to do that sort of thing. Not what I wanted. And yeah, he's waiting at Topton for a while because the other train has more trouble getting up the hill and needs more time to do it. That's just kind of a side effect. Well, now that 55 is showing up, it's good, because once the passenger train does leave, we can send 55 back for the other half of its train. And it's probably going to have to run helper service for the 34. So, getting it down the hill is good. Ideally, 55 will get all the way back to Andrews, drop its cars, and then return to Nantahala to help the 34. Also, how's the music volume this time? Like I said, someone complained on a previous stream that it was too high, so hopefully I've got it at a better level now. So yeah, you can wait here now. Dang it. I do need you to close that front angle cock. Alright, now then. now that you're clear, go back there. You know, 30. I think I actually need to move all these cars to another track now. Make sure that 30 can get where it's gonna, or to make sure 55 string can get in. So we'll shove all of these onto here first. And yeah, 12, you're just gonna, you can pull up to here anyway. Maybe we'll have 30 do grab the caboose and do its Y thing now. That could work. Just see. Hang on. 10:51, 11:03. Other train will be reaching Bryson about 9 minutes, allegedly. Well, it'll be departing Bryson in about 9 minutes, but it's gonna get there faster. Man, we're a far cry from the days when we were storing cars on the Y because there was nowhere else to put them. Actually, no, we're not, because we're still storing a car on the Y, but at least now it's one car and not, 20 of them. You're good. Let's go get your caboose. Well, it would help if I only made you grab those cars, wouldn't it? Save again. If you don't think you've saved enough, you probably haven't. If you do think you've saved enough, you still probably haven't. Save again. This poor 440, she thought she was going to be a passenger engine her whole life, and now she's running pulpwood cars. The horror! Speaking of pulpwood cars, those two are already empty. We are going to need to run an afternoon train. And we also need to dump the air on this one because I'm not paying attention. Alright, and now you need to figure out how to get yourself to here. Let's try. We're gonna try this. We'll try putting the Graham County cars, the local cars on this track, and all the other cars on this track. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll try it. And meanwhile, our passenger train... Okay, our passenger train is almost here, so I think it's time to get 34 moving. We're now just to the edge of the yard, and then we'll send it all the way to Alarka. Yep, there. Now we're good. And just to be safe, we will put you here. Completely normal, folks. This train has 2 cabooses. This train has no cabooses. Nothing weird about that at all. Now, to double check this, you leave Bryson in about 3 minutes. And the other train leaves Roto in about 1 minute. Twelve is now just about ready to make its move. So yeah, once this train is passed, you can make your move. Don't have any more cars up there. Although, I'm willing to bet we're going to get a boxcar that goes up here because there isn't one. And they need boxcar stuff, you know? Alrighty. You shove your stuff in on this track. We need to make sure that there is a track that 55 can get into for its train. That's kind of a bit of a waiting game, isn't it? I think once this train gets into Roto, we will cut stream. And then I'll try and get it turned, and we'll pick it up again from there next time, or maybe pick it up at the interchange. $500, that's great. And then we'll also see, maybe we'll close getting 10's train out too. Well, I don't know, 10's train we might at least wait till passenger train gets to Gov Island so it doesn't do the funky weirdness of going up, like, send itself up the Walker branch. I think it would do that. Well, I know how much... No, I don't know how much coal it's got right now. That'd be nice to know. Because... Nah. The status window doesn't tell you that sort of thing. Also, you need to know 55's going to need to stop for coal before it takes the last run up. Or water, for that matter. I didn't realize there was a bit of a hill here. That's fun. You go here. Let's go find 55 and see how it's doing. I think you've got enough coal and water, so just have you make the next run up the hill. I need to go find that red marble tonnage calculator someone made. I think that one and that one are being scrapped. No, that one's being fixed. That one's being scrapped. That one's being scrapped. We don't use that. We haven't really used Skookum in a while. That one's being fixed, and that one... oh yeah, that one's being fixed too. Oh yeah, you're good. Trying to figure out why I was staring at some empty cars. Alright, you're good. We will send you up here. And then you two can fight over coal and water. The 8's going, 34's going. 10 will soon be departing. At least that's the idea. I kind of hope the AI works better once it gets signals, and it'll at least, like, follow the train to the next signal. We'll get you spotted for water, and then we'll go deal with 10. Oh, first we need to stop falling through the ground. And now, go to Gov Island. We say you can go that far. And once the passenger train gets to Ela, we will continue on as long as I remember, because that's probably going to be next episode. think I'll have you grab coal after this engine's done servicing. Just kick you back to the shop for a bit. This tower's gonna need some coal pretty soon too. Yeah, interchange will be in about an hour. But the passenger trains depart significantly later than that. In this case, got an extra break midday, so things take a bit longer. And also to give the freight trains a chance to get some stuff done before the passenger trains head out again, I guess. That or wasn't really thinking when I set these up. Either is possible, really. Now, as long as I remember to get you coaled up. Oh, that was kind of a hard hit. Well, good thing it's the shot. I hear a passenger train. Well, with the passenger train being here, maybe we'll let it unload first. Otherwise, I will reflexively save out of the game in the middle of unloading, and then you don't get credit. Because the game will forget about those unloaded passengers. So, we will let it unload a bit before we fully cancel out. I guess that means we can go find 34 and get it fully set up. And we can also get 10 cleared all the way to Gila. So this is the state of the railroad. Morning stuff is just about done. We've got our big freight getting ready to head to Andrews. We've got our passenger trains finishing up their runs. He's going to hold there for a bit. Which is good, because it means we'll be able to give some of our other stuff a chance to do things. Speaking of which, what's the condition of these passenger cars? They don't need any touch-up at the moment. Maybe at the end of the day. But yeah, with that, now that looks like everything is done, I think we're ready to end the stream. So, I might do another stream this weekend. I might not. It all kind of depends. Life things happen. So, regardless, thank you all so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Do YouTube, like, subscribe, whatever thingies if you want. And until then, we will see you next time. So have a good night and take care.